Lately, there has been confusion among operators deploying SCC within their infrastructure for the first time, which has prompted me to discuss in detail the importance of a 2-NIC architecture within Supermicro's SCC platform. In the first diagram, we show the viewer the hierarchy framework of our SCC infrastructure. The bottom layer, the host layer, is the one of extreme importance to you, especially deploying in both greenfield and brownfield buildouts. A typical deployment would have you connect each of SCC's NIC interfaces, the bridge 0 and bridge 1, to a Tor switch, or a couple of Tor switches for that matter. During platform installation, both physical connections are tested for connectivity. If any one of the connections were not reachable, the script would fail. This poses somewhat of a challenge for complex environments because they already have an infrastructure that may or may not support this configuration. So let's hold that thought for a moment and talk about the happy path, environments where no existing infrastructure exists. Less complex environments may deploy the SCC appliance where one NIC connects to a management network and the other NIC connects to a PXE network infrastructure. The first NIC, LAN 0 or Bridge 0, usually connects to an enterprise network and provides outbound traffic to the internet behind some kind of firewall protecting itself from cyber attacks. The second NIC, LAN 1 or Bridge 1, refers to the Kubernetes CNI or SCC's private network. SCC deploys a PXE microservice container that utilizes this network for OS deployments, maintaining PXE network segmentation. Other microservices that utilize this network are SSDP, device discovery traffic, SCC's heartbeat network, and a microservice responsible for resource pooling. Ideally, customers would segment their internal NIC Bridge 1 network traffic to an isolated switch focused exclusively to forward packets for the purposes of microservices highlighted above. That might be a good option for operators that wish to deploy in a greenfield first-time setup or POC, or where complexities don't exist for an already predefined infrastructure. What about customers that already have a PXE infrastructure already in place? What about those customers that don't want to define a PXE infrastructure and they want to deploy OSs differently from their servers? What if there are customers that want to do some kind of network segmentation? Starting in SCC version 3.10 and beyond, we will roll out a phased approach, releasing production builds to solve each of these three challenges that customers face within their infrastructure. Starting with SCC version 3.10 release, we eliminated the need for a second NIC. This change in architecture brings customers flexibility and streamlines their SCC install experience. Eventually, customers will be able to choose on a kind of OS microservice they wish to deploy. During SCC, the installation process, customers get to choose the following OS methods: perform virtual media mounts at scale without having to rely on a SCC predefined PXE network, choose to deploy a SCC predefined PXE network infrastructure. By eliminating the need for a second NIC, customers now have the flexibility to utilize their own metal as a service or bare metal as a service options that best fits their data center operational requirements.